What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? I am so sleepy, guys. Oh my gosh. I'm getting ready for bed. Um, I gotta take my makeup off and all of the things. So, join me, guys. Get ready for bed with me. I'm taking off my makeup a new way tonight. I usually don't do it this way, but I got like I'm just gonna use a wet napkin, right? Because I bought some white towels to wash all my makeup off with, and that's what I use it for, taking off my makeup only. However, and those towels have gotten kind of dusty. My sister also sent me like this box of disposable towels. Ooh, I gotta dump my trash too. But y'all, guess what? I was at urgent care all this morning. Hey, B Love. Excuse me, B Love. Child, see how tired I am? Beef. Hey, Butterfly. I don't have on my glasses, but I think that's you, Butterfly. But how are you doing tonight, babe? I got Jazzy playing on my other phone. When I when I get done with my nighttime routine, I'm gonna turn you on and probably just let you play. That's what I like to do. I like to do some supporting. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't really see your comments yet. I'm over here cleaning off my face, but yeah, I just do a little supporting. I think I watched about 10 lives today, y'all. I do not play with the support, and I try to get around to everybody that supports me. If you're on my channel, for sure, I'm gonna be on your channel every single time. I will not delay. So sometimes I'll be looking to see who's going live. So I try to catch people when they're actually live, right? Because I like to be in there as it's going on, right? I think that's the best way. So I can engage and ask questions and have my questions answered right there on the spot. What about you, Butterfly? How do you like to watch the lives when they're live, or do you mind? You don't care? Yeah, it's the whole thing taking this makeup off because you got to make sure it's off. And I think I only put a little bit on, but when I get to taking it off, it seems like it's so much. And I just recently started wearing makeup because, especially a lot more recently since I'm on live, because of my anemia, I have dark circles under my eye, but not as bad as I used to. They're not as bad. They're a lot. Um, and I don't know why it's going away. I was at an 11 today. Usually I'm at a 9 for my anemia, and today I'm at an 11. But my blood cells, the doctor said, was kind of small. So, and I know I've been feeling really dizzy, and my heart's been rate has been going up a little bit. And after much testing, because I couldn't figure out like why do I have why am I having these issues? I've been eating better, and it seemed like as soon as I start losing weight, that's when I really started having issues. So, but I'm keeping on with the diet. Although today, baby, I was at the doctor's for like 6 hours. And I didn't want to order anything from Starbucks, right? Because I'm trying to be consistent with the clean eating. So I was like, I'm not gonna order a coffee. I knew if I ordered a coffee, then tomorrow I would probably be back getting another coffee. Let me see. Thank you, Butterfly. You rather be live and an actual live. Guys, can I get you to hit the like button, please? I see a few of you are in here with me. Um, yeah, I like to be in the actual live. I think that's better um, to me. And I like wash my face like 3 times already. I think I'm gonna give it another go because I don't. Because the nighttime they say is when your cells regenerate, and so you want to have your skin free and clear. So I'm gonna wash it off some more. I think I'm gonna exfoliate tonight too. Well, I have this stuff called Clean and Clear Morning Burst, and it's a gentle exfoliator, very gentle, but it smells so good. Oh my goodness, it smells so good, very good. But I'm using it to help get all the makeup off my skin. Because you think it may be off, but it is not off. You still got a lot. Whew. Now let's test it and see. Um, I'm over here basically swimming in water. Let me see. And the towel is wiping away clean. And that is why I like to use a white towel on my face. Because a white towel gonna let you know every time. The white towel is going to humble you, right? So I like to use a white towel for my face especially. So that white towel is going to let you know if your face is clean, especially if you have makeup on it. And after washing my face with the soap and washing it with the exfoliating, my face is so pale, guys. Oh my gosh, it got like feel like 3 shades lighter. I guess my face was dirty. I don't know, but if you're a makeup girly like myself, if you wear concealer and things like that, go ahead and make sure you get all that makeup off because if you don't, makeup can ruin your skin. So that's what I did just now. What type of skin care do you do? What kind of creams are we using? Right now, I'm using Pond's. I used to use oil of Olay. I don't really use anything too expensive. Um, when I buy MAC from Macy's, sometimes they give me Kiehl's, and it was okay. And last time they gave me some products by MAC, and it was okay. But out of both of those, I ended up liking my Pond's better as far as moisturizing and cleansing. Like I use the my sister got me the La Roche Posay uh, foamy cleanser. I like that one. And what I normally use is just like a Neutrogena scrub, but right now I have a Neutrogena grapefruit scrub, and it's a little bit rougher in texture. And then I also have a Morning Burst exfoliating cleanser by Clean and Clear. It smells so good. Oh my gosh, I really like it. But I don't exfoliate every day. You don't want to exfoliate your skin every day because one, the point of exfoliating is to remove dead skin or open up your pores and cleanse them out. Like if you have blackheads, or if you have, I don't really get blackheads. That's the one thing I don't get is the blackheads on my face. But if you have like hair on your face or like an ingrown hair, it'll help prevent you getting bumps and ingrown hairs if you exfoliate anywhere on your body. Plus, I like to exfoliate because since I've been doing it, I actually went to, ooh, I didn't even plug in my other cell phone. That was the whole point. Uh, um, I went to this place called Burke Williams. It's in Santa Monica. I think they have a few Burke Williams. I don't know if they have them outside of California. If they do, and you've been there, let me know. But I got to go back there again soon. I had the best time. It was the best massage ever. But I got a facial and all of that. And the esthetician told me that I needed to exfoliate. I had never exfoliated before that. Um, and I used to use that St. Ives, but that St. Ives is too rough, I think they say. That's too rough on the skin. So the one I'm using now, it just makes your face soft. And after washing, I think it works best after you wash your face and get it all sudsy and get everything out, and then go ahead and exfoliate because it's gonna get the soap left behind and the film from the soap is gonna get that. And then you can go ahead and add your moisturizer. And I just add a little bit, but I put it all over my face and my neck. And my skin's pretty good. I've been drinking water as well, so I don't know. I feel good about it. But I usually don't put moisturizer on at night because I don't know what my skin to just breathe at night, right? Especially since I just got to exfoliating. Why clog it up with moisturizer, right? But I did tonight. I did. And I might even do a serum. I got a little serum. Now this serum I got from Dollar Tree. They have all these little sets, and I did get the serum from Dollar Tree, but I actually like the serum. I think you're supposed to put the serum on first before you put the cream, but oh well, I didn't. Oh well, I didn't. Um, how's you guys' summer going so far? How's everything going? How's everything going with you and the kids, Butterfly? I see you and your babies having fun. It's like you're enjoying life. That's what it is. So much is going on in this world. Just like, I don't know, I'm going to start staying off the blogs with my nosy tail self. I love to go on the blogs. But for the celebrity gossip and stuff, right? I be into that stuff sometimes, but lately they've been reporting a lot of negative stuff, like crimes and stuff like that. Like with the little boy, I think it's in Milwaukee, his father ran off and left him while he got kidnapped, right? Crazy. And then in California, I believe it was some Asian couple. They were paying people to have babies for them. They had like 21 babies. Crazy. What else happened? Two boys, I think it's in Atlanta. They're out fishing. Yeah, it was in Atlanta, in Ware County in Atlanta. And they were just out fishing and they got struck by lightning. Two kids. So if we don't do anything else, we need to stay prayed up. Your summer is going. My skin is beautiful. Thank you. I keep a pair of tweezers too, honey. I keep a pair of tweezers, especially in the car, because you know that car light really gonna show you what's going on. Use witch hazel and water. You know what? I don't put witch hazel on my face. Um, it's okay, but I don't really use it. But just witch hazel and water. Pond's is good for moisturizer. I know it's the old school, and I heard a celebrity saying that they still use it. I wanted to try that. It's really expensive, and Kelly Rowland is promoting it. I gotta think of the name. I gotta wash my edges too because I'm seeing a lot of buildup. So tomorrow, I think I'm gonna get this clarifying shampoo and wash around my edges. Um, just to get any. I might just wash. I think I have some. I have some shampoo, and I'm gonna wash my braids out really good. Yeah, it is horrible. Butterfly. All the different things that take place right now. You know, it teaches you to be grateful and it teaches you to stay close to God because we just don't know what could happen in any given day. And then it also shows you that people are really going through it. People are a mess right now. I just don't understand what these people be beyond. Like, why would you be trying to chase your brother down and then kidnap the kid? Or why would you be doing that? Then they gave the kid back. They didn't kill the kid, thank God. They gave the kid back. But why would you doing that? Yeah, people are going through. For real, for real. But you're up late, but you're probably a night out anyway because you work nights, huh? Yeah. I'm glad to hear your summer is going great. I don't know. I want to travel. I want to go somewhere, but at the same time, it's like I don't know. The world is so uncertain right now. It's like, is this the time to stay put? But you don't want to be fearful or anything like that. But it's like I wanted to go to Texas, but they weren't flooding where I wanted to go at. But anyways, but I was just like, ooh, probably nowhere near where I'm trying to go to in Texas. So I'll see. But then my kids said they want to go to Hawaii anyway. So I'm trying to go there before they go back to school. Or even if they're back in school, probably in September. We don't care. Just as long as we go somewhere soon. Um, but school's going to be back in like really quick. Mm-hmm. It's definitely not. You're definitely not interested in flying right now. Yeah, you know what I was reading that flight that crashed in I think it was India or was it Thailand? I want to say it was India. That flight, they said that they heard they heard and they saw from the wreckage that the engines was turned off, one after the other, that the two engines were turned off like boom, boom. And somebody said, why did you turn those engines off? They heard somebody saying that, one of the captains saying that. So they're trying to say that that was intentional. That plane crash. I don't know though. But they said they have evidence showing that one of the pilots had did it. And they said the only way you can turn those engines off is to do it intentionally. Hmm. And that there's no way they could have bumped it, which is crazy. And I just found out like 8 to 10 people, they said. I'm not sure of the number. I want to say like 8 people when the plane crashed, they were um they were unalive during the plane crash because they were on the ground. Hmm. And only one person walked away from that wreckage, which is astounding. It's a miracle. Uh, uh, I know that person has survivor's remorse like a mug. So yeah, I'm just cleaning up my vanity. I don't know why, but every day I clean it off. Every day I organize, try to get organized, and every day it gets back to the same way. I guess I'm not putting stuff back where it belongs. I don't know. Yeah, butterfly. They said that one of the pilots turned off the. They said that one of the pilots asked the other pilot, "Why did you turn that off?" They could hear him saying that, and then shortly after the plane crashed, and the guy was like, "I didn't," but then, um, before they could turn the engines back on, the plane crashed. Mm-hmm. Because you know how they have two captains in the cockpit, and they could hear one asking the other, "Why did they turn it off?" So that's what happened with that. Well, yeah, but I can't believe I'm tired this early. However, I've been up since like 5. I got up bright and early. I did my praise and worship. It took me a long time to pray because I was feeling out of sorts today. I wasn't feeling good, the best mentally, but I was able to shake it off, and I finally just did my prayer. I haven't been working out because I've been feeling like my heart's been racing a little bit, and I started working out last week for the first time in a long time. So I think my body's just readjusting to me losing weight and eating different. And I think I'm just trying to do too much too fast because right after I got dressed and all of that, I went live this morning, and then I went to urgent care just so they could check everything and make sure everything was okay. Um, my vitals were cool. I was like, my oxygen level was 97. My blood pressure was a little elevated, so I'm gonna take that tonight too. But I hadn't taken my blood pressure medication. You're gonna do the gym heavy next month. You seem like you're pretty much in shape though, B Fly. I don't know why I always want to call you B Fly. See, like that, my blood pressure is 111 over 60 over 83. But when I went to the, well, I almost turned it off. My blood pressure is 111/60 over 83. So that's real good. But when I went to the doctor today, it was like 140 over not 140 149 over 93 or something like that, which is or over 90, which I didn't understand because I have been eating great. I have only had water to drink, and I've been drinking lots of water today. I didn't drink a whole lot of water because I was over there. But outside of that, I've been filling my Stanley up like 2.5 times a day. I've been drinking probably like a good 100 ounces of water. So I couldn't understand why my blood pressure was high because ordinarily it's low once I start eating healthy and drinking water only. But so that was annoying to me. But they said it wasn't really high. I have faith it will get better for me too. I'm just like, just stay the course. That's what I'm really on. Like, just stay the course. Don't worry about that. Go. What I'm trying to concentrate on now is because remember I said I lost 14 pounds last week, and then I was like, is my scale broke? Because the last 2 days it's been like a little 3 pounds higher, and when I went to the doctor, it said the same amount. So I'm like, okay, um, I'm not really doing this for weight loss, although I want that to be a byproduct. That would be a nice byproduct, right? To lose weight. My goal right now for month one, for this month, is to discipline myself and my eating habits, and that's to eat clean for 21 days straight. And it would actually be a little bit more than 21 because I got started the evening of the 7th, right? I started the evening of the 7th, or really just say the 8th. We'll say we got started on the 8th. So that would have been 23 days. So couple of days more than 21. But my goal is to um, stay free of junk food, fried foods, fast food, ice cream, cookies, sodas, even at home, cook, bake it, or, try to eat whatever I can in its natural state, as close to that. So that's my goal because I really want to get a handle on my eating habits, and I also want to, like I said, get healthier. So that's where my mindset is right now. So I feel better, but like I said, I noticed like after I was eating, I could feel like my heart racing, like, but that could be digestion as well. So I took some probiotics yesterday, and after I took the probiotics yesterday, I didn't notice that happening today. But I still went to the doctor to get checked because I felt dizzy, and lo and behold, it's that good old anemia. So the doctor said that's what's been causing my dizzy spells and probably causing me to have swelling in my legs and feel tired and all of that because I'm like, I'm eating great. Like, why would I have, you know, like I'm having a boatload of energy. So, and I've been eating spinach. Um, I've been eating some good sources of iron. So, I shouldn't have that. But she wants me to take 225 milligrams twice a day. Right, butterfly. It's a lifestyle. And that's what I want my lifestyle to be. I want my lifestyle because I'm going to be 50 soon, so I don't have a choice but to start eating healthier. The older you get, the less your body can tolerate you beating it up, right? So I'm at the stage where I got to do right. And I'm at that age, like I'm not young where I don't think anybody should be eating the amount of fast food I was eating. If you're going to have a burger here or there, that's cool, but I think, and then if you're an adult, you should know better. So, and, I knew better. And so now I got to do better because my blood pressure's going up and I'm starting to feel the physical effects of what overeating has caused me. And it's nothing else. I don't have heart disease. I don't have, my lungs was clear. My heart was fine. I don't have a blood clot. She checked me for everything today. She checked my sodium levels. The only thing that she found was that I was anemic. And then I was like, well, I've already lost, some weight. She was like, well, Maybe you want to try Ozempic. I'm like, no, I don't want to try Ozempic. Sometimes it takes the body a little time to readjust and regulate after making positive changes. I'm thinking that's what it is. And I'm thinking too that my body was just shocked by that first 14 pounds. And now it's just like trying to stay stuck on the same number. So I did a little meal plan on Chat GPT so that so I can give myself. I knew what I wanted to do, but I just wanted to have like I just wanted to be reaffirmed that I was on the right track. So that's why I did that. So I think I'm gonna start eating a little bit more because I was like today I had um when I got to Starbucks I wanted to sit outside without them saying, "Oh, you didn't buy anything" or something like that. And I didn't want to just ask for water. So I did get like their protein box. It had two boiled eggs. It had like a half a cup of sliced apples, some peanut butter, a piece of bread, like some wheat bread, and I ate the two eggs, and it had some grapes. I ate the two eggs, and I also ate the grapes, but I didn't eat the cheese or the bread or the peanut butter, and that was $7.50. So I paid $7.50 for some BS. But I was determined that I was not going to buy any of their sweetened drinks or any of that stuff. So I did my live and I drank my water. Then I went to urgent care to get some tests run on me. So they did an EKG and all of that. But now that I think about it, like I don't understand why I'm dizzy. I haven't had dizzy spells in a long time, but I guess, ooh, child. I guess it's what's called my hair in the fan, this handheld fan. But I guess it is the anemia. So I've got my orange juice, and I guess I'm gonna take it right now. I might not take it until the morning, to be honest, because I can't do that waking up with a sour stomach. And that's why I don't take my iron pills like I should. But I bought some orange juice so I could take them. Okay, I got iron already, so. And this iron is still good, so. She prescribed me some, but. Looks like 0526 is what it says. So this is good. And it has almost 100 tablets because I barely take it. So I'm going to just start taking that butterfly. I'm going to start taking my iron uh, twice a day like it's prescribed for like the next couple of weeks. And hopefully I'll see a change as well in how I feel. Usually when I take the iron, I notice a change like right off the bat. So, and I did take a few iron pills last month. And usually don't take a lot, but I'm going to take it, and then hopefully that makes a big difference in my health, and I could just continue on with dieting and eventually start working out. I said I wasn't going to work out until next month. I did it again. I just keep putting that fan over there. I said I wasn't going to start back working out until August after I lost some more weight. I go back to the doctor to get my results from my mammogram I just had, and they want me to do another biopsy for to just to verify that I don't have any other cells or worries, because they don't have any more spots with calcifications where I don't have any more spots. Those two areas that they checked, they said they haven't made any changes. There's no changes or no other malignancy in my breast. However, they want to still test the area. They want to take a big patch out so that they could test it and do a biopsy on a much wider range of cells to make sure nothing else is underlying. So I go to the doctor on the 23rd, and I'll see what she has to say about that. I'm not worried. I'm not scared. What will be. And I'm already getting myself mentally prepared and physically prepared just in case. But how do you prepare for nighttime? You guys that's in here with me and Butterfly, how do you guys prepare for your nighttime routine? What? Skizzy, he just came here asking, can he be a mod? Like, why would I just let you be a mod? I don't even know you. Can I be a mod? Thanks, but no thanks. Like, why do you want to be a mod? Like, you want to take over my channel? Like, are you serious? Be for real. Y'all just come on here on this YouTube stuff and say anything because you're behind the channel and nobody could see who you are in real life. Like, I couldn't do it. Super weird. I couldn't even come on here and start doing stuff like that. I'm too old for that. Not even maybe when I was younger I might have pranked somebody on YouTube. I am so glad they did not have YouTube and Facebook when I was a teenager. Oh my gosh. The digital footprint I would have left behind, for one. And number two, I would have been probably into it with everybody because I was always doing something when I was a younger girl. A young girl. And I would have been into it with everybody. Oh, that would have been crazy. Oh, my phone is saying it's almost time for bed. Thanks for letting me know, phone. But last week I've been staying up to like 12, 1, 2. And so this week I'm going to bed earlier and I'm actually staying. Since I started eating better, I feel like I stay asleep longer. Hmm. Hey Jazzy, how you doing? I'm preparing for my nighttime routine. Yeah, that was crazy what you were talking about, Jazzy. Like, and I gotta say this, Jazzy. To be honest, a nigga had to tell me more than once, a couple of times. Right, eating healthier makes. I feel like I have better mental clarity too because, um, like I'm not stumbling over my words as much as I was in the weeks prior. I was just so tired, so anemic, and then so lethargic from the way I was eating. And I think what's happening too is that I was having crazy cravings like for chocolate because I'm anemic, and then number two because I wasn't getting enough sleep. Then, you know, I was just really it was just like a nasty effect, right? But this is what my doctor told me today. And I felt really good about that. She said, well, you're taking good care of yourself. She said, you look really good. And I was like, oh, thank you. You know, she said, yeah, you're taking good care of yourself. You're lethargic from the bad food. I know we were talking about that earlier. I remember I put out the clean eating challenge. And if I'm not mistaken, a few of you said you were joining it. But you know what? I'm going to keep it going for the next year and beyond, but definitely for the rest of this month. So, and it's going to be a thing where you're ready for it. But, you know, I know you said you're getting ready for your cruise. Mm-hmm. Yep. So I was like, I knew I would stop losing weight at some point. I was surprised I lost 14 pounds that quick, but that just let me know how much water I have on my legs. So I'm hoping that, um, even though I'm not trying to lose weight specifically, I'm hoping that I lose another good 6 or 7 pounds this month. I know you were saying you want to do some. Yeah, you can start though. What I've been eating, Jazzy, what I've been doing is like I'm gonna tell you how I normally eat. I haven't did Starbucks since I only been to Starbucks once this summer, and that was for one of those sky blue drinks. I think it's called Sky Breeze, or I don't know, it's blue with the little purple gels in it. I like that, but I only had that once this summer. Outside of that, I just stopped wanting to go. So I haven't been to Starbucks beyond that. And then, can you guys hear me? Because I see people in and out the chat. Um, I stopped going to Starbucks. So, but normally I would go to Starbucks in the morning, get my chai tea, get a Danish or something, and then from there, I would do whatever else I wanted. Like if I wanted to cook fish at home, I would cook fish at home. I would fry fish. If I wanted to fry chicken, I would do that. If I want to go to Popeyes, whatever I want to eat. Then after I do all that, if I want to snack on hot fries and Jolly Rancher gummies and just ice cream, whatever I want to snack on, that's what I was doing. Okay, and so it was on 4th of July, and I said I want to do the clean eating challenge starting on the 6th, right? Because I figured 4th of July, then the next day we would have leftovers. Well, I had a lot of leftovers, and so I was eating ribs from the. I didn't really eat ribs on the 4th. I think I maybe tried one. I didn't. I don't think I. No, did I eat a rib? I don't think I really ate a rib until the 5th because I made them, but I didn't slice them up and all of that. So on the 5th, I ate ribs. On the 6th, I ate ribs. And on the morning of the 7th, I had ribs. And my legs were so swollen. They were so swollen. And not only did I have ribs, I had I had Haagen-Dazs ice cream bars, with the thick milk chocolate. Then I also had hot fries that weekend. And I was also drinking Coke. And all the fixings with the barbecue dinner, the potato salad, mac and cheese, all of that. So I went from eating like that to drinking water only, fruits and vegetables. Um, I've had potatoes, I've had rice, I've had like this. It's not a whole roast, but it's a steak. It's called chuck roast steak, and to me it kind of tastes like steak a little bit. But I ate that 3 days in a row last week. I made shrimp fried rice, but I've been making everything at home. I haven't been using vegetable oil. I have been using a little butter. I didn't make beef ribs. I made pork ribs. I made poke ribs, butterfly, and uh, oh my gosh, my body was like oh no, you tripping? Because I really don't eat pork ribs. I eat bacon from time to time, but I don't eat pork chops. I don't eat ribs. I don't eat like a roast. I stopped eating pork really, except for bacon. Bacon doesn't count. Yeah, maybe my body wanted to shock or something, but immediately, like the next day, Jazzy, I ate one meal. Like that day when my legs kept swelling up, I stopped eating. I just kept drinking water. And then I went like almost 18 hours without eating. Then I ate one meal the next day. And it was a clean meal. What was it that I ate? I can't remember. But I ate one meal on that Tuesday for the whole day. And I ate it like at 1 o'clock. Oh, another thing I've been doing besides eating clean is I've been fasting a little bit. I've been able to go to 10 or 11 before I eat every day. And then I want to try to say I want to eat before 3 or 4, but I've been going pretty late. Like today I was at urgent care all day, so I probably ate at like 6. And because I went so long, I was starting to wanting to binge. I wanted to binge so bad. Like I had made baked some chicken thighs yesterday, so I had some rice with that, and I've been eating white rice too. I never really wanted to do the intermittent fasting because I didn't think it would work for me. I didn't because in the past when I would do like religious fasting, as soon as I would get out the fast, I would pig out. But I guess this time is different because I've been praying, and I guess because I see what it's doing to my body. So that's kind of like driving me right now. The changes that are occurring. So I I ate one meal that day, and then I think I probably ate like 2 meals. And when I say 2 meals, I probably ate like, or maybe that first day I ate like some potatoes. At that first day I ate Jazzy, that first day I made some potatoes. I got golden potatoes. I chopped them up into small wedges. Then I put them in olive oil and let them cook. And I used some non salt seasoning blends, right? And just a little bit of salt. And then I made ground turkey And I put a little taco seasoning on the ground turkey. I put that on my potatoes, cheese, avocado, and pico de gallo and green onion. And that's what I ate the first day. And I also ate that the next day. And I'm going to tell you, it was so, having those potatoes was so filling. Like some people think, oh, don't eat potatoes, don't eat rice. I would say slow down on the rice, but I would say definitely eat potatoes because those potatoes are going to fill you up. And if you make like tomorrow, I feel like a little potato. I don't want to do the French fries, but I am gonna do like a little potato. Um, and I'll probably do that about 11 o'clock. The potatoes, and I'm gonna do scrambled eggs. I even been eating cheese, so that just goes to show you that it's not really. I was eating too much, and then I was eating a lot of processed food and junk food. So just going from eating like that to eating like a more healthier versions, right? And I haven't cut anything out of my diet that, no food groups. I haven't cut out dairy. Uh, I've been eating like also Greek yogurt with berries and raw honey and a little cinnamon. I posted it on my page, but tomorrow I'm gonna make a breakfast bowl for sure. And I'm gonna put eggs and a little salsa, some avocado on it. So it's gonna be a healthy bowl. I'm not gonna put meat on it. Right, you will see changes real quick, and I dropped that. I dropped 14, but then it settled at 12, which I'm not mad at. I'm not mad that I'm not dropping weight anymore because I don't want to. I mean, that's unhealthy, and it's kind of impossible for your body to, unless you're just really starving it or something, for you to lose that kind of weight. I don't want to lose 40 or 50 pounds in a month. I'm okay to lose 2 pounds a week because one thing about it, if you're working out and you're eating healthy, 10 pounds 10 pounds off will look, and on somebody that's eating healthy and exercising will look like 30 or 40 pounds off. And you think, oh, it takes a big difference. A couple of years ago, I lost, like, I had came down 15 pounds and I kept that off all year. And then I finally was able to lose another 8 pounds, right? But I had lost weight before that, not trying, like 10 pounds. So I lost like a total of 33 pounds. And I looked way different. Like my boobs looked smaller, my stomach was almost gone. So I'm like, okay, let's just keep going because I've been just dieting for 2 weeks. I'll lose 15 pounds and then I'll be like, you know what, screw that. I want something to eat. Because after 2 weeks, I start feeling a lot better. I start feeling so much better. I feel like a teenager again. It probably was water weight. I know for sure it was. As long as you keep it up, you'll start to lose fat. Right. Exactly. And that's the process. After the water weight is gone, that's the process that's taking a little longer, the fat part. So I know I got to focus on my protein and all of that now. So I do have, I had ChatGPT make like a diet for somebody who has asthma, somebody who's not doing a lot. And they, even though you have asthma, you still got to work out. So, but at the same time, when I lost that first 15, I lost that real quick too. I want to say I lost it in a week. And this time I lost it in like 4 days. Like one day I lost 7 pounds, and then the next day, it was like a pound, and then the next day after that, it was like 5 pounds. So, but when I did that before, it took me like a whole week to lose 15, and I was able to keep that off for a year. So, but I'm the biggest I've ever been still, and I gotta get down to I don't know, I don't know. I think 100 pounds will, like 100 pound weight loss will just extend mine. I think it's just gonna be better for me all across the board. I'm gonna feel great, and that's my goal. But yes, you guys talk amongst yourself. I need to do a few more preparations for my bedtime. I got the face all cleaned up. I'm picking up stuff off my floor because I clean my room up every day, guys, and I just be throwing stuff everywhere. Okay. I had to fill my Stanley up with some ice. Do you guys keep water next to your bed? Hi, Ashley. You're still up with us? Rocking and rolling with the girls? We're having a pajama party, part two. Yeah, but I like to keep my Stanley filled up with ice and water. Do you guys keep water by your bedside? Wine, for real? Come on now. They said it's good to drink water before bed and to hydrate when you first wake up with water. Sometimes if I wake up and I'm too dehydrated, I can't go back to sleep. I gotta drink some water. But the Stanleys hold what, 40 ounces, so I'll do like 2 bottles. And y'all, when I wake up in the morning from the ice and the Stanley, it be so cold. Oh my gosh. But sometimes I forget to fill it up, or I be tired of filling it up and I get lazy. But in the past, like before I started this clean eating journey again, I would be so lazy and so tired, like I wouldn't even want to fill my Stanley up. Like the Stanley was just sitting next to my bed collecting dust. But now I'm being more proactive about making sure I keep my Stanley filled up, because making sure I drink water has been great for making sure that I stay fuller and that I'm not wanting to snack in between. So I gotta dump my trash first thing in the morning until it's getting full. But I don't go out. I'm not going outside tonight to dump the trash. I dump it in the morning. It's just napkins and a few water bottles anyway. But I gotta put my shoes back in the box and make sure my bed is nice and cozy. And then I'll get ready to tuck myself in. Jazzy, I had you playing. I started my live with you with your live playing in the background. Yeah. But that was a good topic you had tonight, and a good thumbnail, might I add. Um, but yeah, I remember one of my boyfriends told me, he said, "Charity, you're just not it." And I was like, "What do you mean I'm not it? What are you talking about?" And I wasn't it for him. Yeah, I was young. I was crazy about him. But mind you, he used to tell me he loved me, tell me he wanted to marry me, all that good lying stuff. But when we got into an argument, he said that so. But he was the type that if I didn't call him, he wouldn't call me. But I was just so stupid. You need to learn how to spend on your talking points. That's why I got Chat GPT because when we started going live every day, I noticed that sometimes I would end my live early because, I couldn't keep it flowing, right? Or because I would just be tired. And sometimes, Yo Yo was like, look, if you see people still in your chat and your chat is still going, like push through and keep it going. So that's what I try to do now. As long as I have people engaged and people in the chat, I don't care if it's like 4 or 5 people, I keep it going. Or even if it's like 3 people, it could be one person. As long as somebody's talking and I'm not talking to myself, I'm going to keep it going. Even if I'm talking to myself, I'm going to keep it going because I've noticed even if you don't have anybody in your chat, if you keep talking, then people will start coming in. Yes, we all were when we were young. And I even been stupid for a guy recently, and I'm just like, Shirley, don't ever play yourself like that again. Like, I didn't go full Dumbo. I didn't go full dumb blonde, but I was dumb. I was dumb, and I just thank God that God, being God, He interceded and He didn't let that happen. I'm glad that dude wasn't really feeling me like that. I'm really glad because that was not what I wanted for my future. I didn't want him anyway. I knew I didn't want him. But, he was just gonna be somebody for the meantime, just for me to kick it with. But that's how it starts off, right? Like you might not even want them, but you're just kicking it with them. You think they're cool. They're somebody cool to hang out with. They're probably kind of cute. It was just like, ugh. And I was supposed to be celibate, and I broke my celibate fast for him, and it wasn't even worth it. It really wasn't. And when you in here on the late night tip with me, you get the goods. You get to hear me say stuff like that. But it wasn't even worth it at all. So sometimes you look back and was like, thank God that I didn't. I would, what? The whole time I wasn't even mad about it because I'm like, God, I know you didn't want that for me. I didn't want that for myself. I thank God you didn't want that for me, and because I'm so glad. Sometimes you have to be glad, like, and that's what women got to understand. Young girls have to understand. There's 8 billion people on this earth. There's a few somebodies for you. You don't, and then if you hold on to that person that's not for you, you're missing out on the opportunity to get that person, that good man, right? And you just kind of gotta love yourself and know who that good man is when you meet him. Um, if I think about the course of my life, I haven't met that man yet. I knew I felt like I loved my husband. I felt like I really wanted him to be it. I felt like we were not star-crossed lovers. I felt like we were soulmates. Um, when we would be apart, I felt like a part of me was missing. Like I loved him like I love my children. And I don't love nobody like I love the Barbs. And I don't love him that much in the end, but because definitely if I had to choose between him and the Barbs, it's the Barbs every time. But I felt like I loved him like a mother would love a child. I loved him that much. I cared about him tremendously, but that didn't work out at all. And then he ended up passing away. But um, that's the most I feel like I've ever loved somebody. But I do know that that wasn't probably the. I knew that wasn't my. I knew that wasn't who God had for me because God told me that wasn't who He had for me, and I know that I haven't met that person yet. It sounds like me. I'm on the celibate fast, and this guy is trying his hardest to get over to my house so bad, and it just ain't happening. You know what? I don't know if you like him or not, but yeah, I think that women don't understand the power of the P. Like, make these guys wait. Like, a lot of times they just want to break you. They just want to break you so they can break your heart. And even if they don't want to do that, they just want to, it's just about lust with them, right? So as long as you don't do it, then you kind of, and that's what my friend's mom used to try to tell me when I was younger. She was like, listen, let me tell you something. She said, as long as you don't give it up, you can have them eating out the palm of your hand, but as soon as you give it up, you can kiss it goodbye. And I would tell you, like, over the years, even with my husband, even told me that one time. He was like, "You got to make me work harder." And I'm like, "Nigga, I did make you work harder. I didn't. I ain't talked to you. I didn't just." But I guess he said I need to make him grovel a little bit more. I guess he said I gave in too quick on a couple of times. And I was like, okay, because I thought I was making them wait, and I thought I was, you know, giving them the runaround. But he said no, because that's what guys are like dogs. They like to chase the cat, right? They like the thrill of the chase. So the longer you make him wait, and either one or two things are gonna happen. He gonna get tired of chasing you, or he gonna really lock in and really keep chasing you. And he gonna be like, wait a minute, she's the one that wouldn't just give it in, give it up. She's the one that, I had to respect. She's the one, because if they don't respect you, they're not gonna respect you no matter how long you make them wait. They're gonna get it. And they're gonna feel like, okay, I'm gonna keep on, and I'm gonna keep her in this pocket, and I'm gonna keep trying here and there. I'm gonna let go. And at some point, what he's gonna do is he's gonna. I notice this too. Like if they're chasing you and you don't give it in, then they're gonna give up, and they're gonna start pulling away to see if that works. Like, okay, since she won't give it up, I've been trying to get her for a few weeks or a few months. She won't give it up. Okay, I'm gonna let her see me with somebody else to see how you feel about that. So, but I feel like if it's an opportunity to see where it's headed to, like if you like them and you want to see where it's headed to, continue to do what you're doing. If you don't like him, no way, let him go on about his business, or if you feel like that's something you want to wait for marriage for, stick to your guns. Because I'm telling you, if you want to wait for marriage, it's never gonna be worth it to give it to somebody who didn't. You're gonna always feel like you settled. And also, just after me being married, because when I was married, that was the only person I was with, um, and that's the only person I wanted to be with. Like that's the only person I wanted to be intimate with. I didn't want to do that with anybody else. So that was hard for me to do that with another guy after he was passed on, and we were definitely not getting back together at that point because he's not here. Um, that was hard for me, and then it wasn't good anyway. It was just like trash. So it was like, ugh. You think he a 304? Yeah, yeah. Well, then it is what it is. You're gonna meet your man on that cruise, girl. No, just playing. You're gonna meet your boo on one of them cruises. Yeah, but I definitely feel like I just want to pour into me right now. I have had some kissed a few frogs, and I feel like I still have psychic scars from that. I still have some trauma from that. I feel like I need to make better decisions when it comes to the opposite sex. I need to really be able to stand my ground and not feel like, okay, well, shoot, I ain't had none in a while, or feel like, well, it's just a date, or he's just a friend, he's just calling. That don't mean nothing. No, I don't want to. I don't want to talk to anybody that I'm not gonna see. I don't want to have any like friendships with men um, that are gonna lead to intimacy. Like if we're just friends, we're just friends, and that's it. It's platonic. But oh, you don't want to wait until marriage. You just don't want him. That's cool. That's cool. Um, Me, my goal is to wait until marriage. I don't want to play that game no more. You know, and then I feel like I have more control. I have more control. Like it's easy for me to shake you if I have never been intimate with you. I had somebody last year. Last year I was dating. I had a few guys last year. Um, and there was this one guy, he was like, "Oh, come to my house, come to my house. And I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Oh, we're gonna have," I'm like, boy, go on somewhere, you know? And I never did that and I never wanted to because he was too thirsty and coming on too strong. But you know, and you would think at our age, like, ew, you still like. I guess they get a little bit more freaky, or they get a little bit. They come on strong when they get older. I don't know, but I was like, boy, go sit down somewhere. Like you doing too much, and so that fizzled out. But I didn't even really trip on that. I wasn't even caring. Like we went on a date. We met up a couple times, and we would have, you know, I would have been cool to be his friend, but he just kept, you know, it just kept going back to the same thing. So I wasn't really tripping. So when he moved on, I was like, okay, cool, and I just moved on. And I'm glad that I didn't take him up on his offer because, you know, if I had done that, then it would have been something like, you know, something different. Because I'm like one of them women, like if you mess with me, you stuck with me. I would have said the F word, but I'm not going to drop that F bomb. But if you mess with me, you stuck with me. So, no, because I'm a lover girl. I get all in my feelings. So that's one of the reasons why I don't want to, because I don't want to be attached to the wrong person. You know, you feel me, Jazzy? I do not want to be attached to the wrong person ever again. Like, I do not want another bad relationship. I don't want another bad breakup. I don't want another, you know, if I date you, that's one thing. If we're dating and we're cool, that's fine. But I don't want you getting close to me, you coming around my family, my children meeting you, and it's not going anywhere. That's my whole thing. Right, don't play with me. Do not play with my emotions. And now I'm old enough to know that if a man wants you, he is not going to play about you. And I will say this, even though my husband was toxic as hell, he didn't play about me a lot of times. Like, he would go the extra mile a lot. Like, if he would remember different things that I said I liked, and he would step it up a lot of times, when even to the point of us getting married, because we were like, we weren't even in the same state, and he was like, "I want to marry you," and I was like, "Yeah, right, okay." And my sister was like, "Look, don't let him come back unless he's marrying you." And I didn't even tell him that. It's just like he knew. He was like, "I want to marry you." I was like, "Okay." Like a dummy, like, okay. Because that's what I said. My sister was like, "Okay, if he wants to come back home, then he has to marry you." And when he asked me, I was like, okay, because I saw it. Because when you're in love, or when you're dumb and you're blinded by love, you're going to see everything as a sign. Okay, this is a sign that it's going to work, because I wasn't going to take him back, or I didn't want to take him back unless he said, let's get married, and he did it. So, and then we got married. Cause like I'm always like that. Like, you got to show me something. I'm the show me state. You know, show me that that is different. Show me that extra step. You know, I shouldn't have to ask for flowers. You know, I like roses. Send me the roses. Send me the roses in a grand gesture. Don't send me roses or bring me roses from the grocery store. Go to a flower shop. Send me a bouquet. Right, Jazzy. Show and prove. Send me something to let me know. Spend some money on me. Like, post me on Facebook. Let people know that I'm the girl that you like. Just in case there's some other little females around sniffing around, let them know. Let them know that it's me. That it's me. Even if I don't know about them, let them know about me. I hate a cheap man too. I hate a I hate a man uh that don't have his own. I don't even want to be bothered with you. I don't want to be bothered with you if you don't have your own. And when I say your own, your like your own ambition, your own dreams, your own friends, your own independence. Like you can't be asking me for shit. I don't want to do nothing for you. If you're not my husband, I don't want to do nothing for you. And if you're my husband, we can do things together. We can build together. And if we are close like that and tight like that, and we're working on getting married and we're working on going to the next level, sure, I'll help you. But don't call me talking about, this one guy I was dating a couple of years ago. And he called me in the middle of the night talking about he got into it with his sister. I said, excuse me? Why are you calling me? Talking about you just got into it. I don't want to hear that drama. If you don't get your off my phone, I'm like, I wouldn't even dare call you and tell you I got into it with my sister or my brother or something like that. I don't even know you like that. I'm talking about, for real, you gonna do me like that? I'm like, if you don't get off my phone, I don't even like you like that. And then he didn't call back. And then it was like a week later, maybe 2 weeks later, and I saw his number on my caller ID. I just let that thing ring and he didn't call back. I'm like, I know he didn't. I mean, call me in the middle of the night like, I need you. I'm like, what's going on? Weirdo. I don't care what he needed. I wasn't gonna be your dear Abby, or I wasn't gonna be you weren't gonna lean on my shoulder, and I'm not even being mean at all. I just have that kind of decorum. Like, if I'm telling you my business, and if I'm telling you all about the toxicity of my marriage at the time, because I met guys and I did that, right? And it was this one guy that I was talking to, and I just, and this is when my husband was still alive. Rest in peace, because I'm always going to talk about him until I meet my real husband. Um, but we were divorced. This man is with another woman. Um, Probably in bed laying next to her and sending me scriptures in the middle of the night. So I'm dating, and then I bring it up to the guy I'm dating, and he was like, "He ain't done with you." He said, if he would have come over your house right now and see another man, it'd be a problem. He should be over there getting it on with her. Why is he texting you in the middle of the night? I'm like, I don't think so. We just got divorced. Our divorce is final now. I don't think so. He was like, please. He still want to be there with you. This boy was calling me, sending me songs, all times of night and stuff, and like a dummy, I let him, and I responded to him. I should have been like, but I'm glad I did talk to him because he wasn't here for much longer after that. Um, he ended up passing away 2 years after we got divorced, but shoot, he was like, "You want to try this again?" I'm just a plain I'm just a plain flight away, just a flight away. Let me know. And I was like, all right, come home to me and your kids. And we did that. But the guy was telling me at that time, and so that's how I knew I didn't like old boy. Because then he started talking about his baby mama, and then it became bash our baby mama and baby daddy session. And that's what we would talk about. I'd be like, hey, can you believe homeboy did this? And he'd be like, hey, can you believe she tried to come over my house and do this and do that? Yep. That was another guy. He wasn't really attractive anyway. He was super short. And he was just somebody that I was just friends with. We were gonna date, but then we were just like, nah. And so we just start, leaning on each other's shoulder. But if I'm talking to you about some drama or something like that, you one of my girls. You are not somebody that I want to date. Getting back to the other guy that called me with his drama. If I'm talking to you like that, and first of all, if I just meet you, if you're a female or a male, I'm not telling you my business. Like, I have to know you very well to tell you stuff like that personal, like anything about my children, and I'm not gonna really do that. I'm like very guarded when it comes to my kids. When it comes to my Barbie dolls, I share so much. I'll share so much on YouTube, but I'm not gonna get on YouTube and be like, oh, my daughter said this today. Me and my daughter got into it about that. Or me and my mom. I'm not talking about my family in that manner. It's only going to be positive things um, that I mention about people that's personal. Because I feel like, and if I do, it's going to be arbitrary, right? Like family don't support you like they should or something like that. But my mom is always on here. My mom would probably strangle me if I ever did that anyway. And my sister and my nieces and stuff, they pop in and out and watch my content. So, um, shoot, one of them could be listening right now on the sneak tip. I don't put it past them. My aunt watches my shopping content all the time, and she'll say my cousin was watching it and they saw this and that on my page. So my family does watch my channel. Um, so, and my dad, he's always on here watching my content. He loves to watch the content. So, but um, yeah, I feel like when you do things like that, when you start bashing your family, you're bashing yourself, and you're really showing people what type of person you are, that you don't have integrity. They can't trust you because if you do that to your mom or your family, they'll feel like, well, you'll do it to me. And then also, people know how to hurt you. You're basically giving people what to use against you. Right. You got to be careful what you say. So, but I'm saying if I'm using a guy as a listening ear because I want to get a male's perspective on another guy I'm dating, or if I want to just, you know, if I really want to talk about the other guy, then he should know. Like I don't see you as somebody I like. So when this guy calling me, telling me that he got into it with his sister, I don't know what he had in mind. I don't know what he thought. What he thought, Jazzy? Do you think he thought he was gonna come to my house or something, or he was gonna come and, girl, the nerve. I don't know what he thought. I don't even want to think about what he thought, cause whatever it was, he was on. He need to get that up out his head. So yeah, basically, I've been just doing a lot of dating, no serious stuff, and keeping it like that. Hold up. Let me see something. All right. I had to do a hall check on my house. He wanted me to say, "Come over, let's talk about it," and especially if it was the middle of the night. Jazzy, And that man was just a liar too. I felt like he was just a liar. I can't stand when men be lying, and men can lie. They'll lie about some of everything. How much money they make, where they work at, all that. About if they have a woman. You know they're gonna lie about if they having a woman or whatever like that. That's why I love to say, you know what? I just want when they say, well, what are you at my age, this is the first thing a guy always gonna ask. Are you married? Do you have children? How many children do you have? Um, is your child's father still involved in their life? How many baby daddies do you have? It's always the same 10 questions. Um, how long you been single? Um, what is the next question? Um, dang, I just lost that. Big liars, right? And then it's gonna be, what are you looking for in a relationship? And oddly enough, when I tell them the stock answer, the same answer, I just want friends, they be like, what do you mean you just want a friend? I'm trying to get to know you. I'm trying to like make something with you. I don't want to just be friends. Knowing the whole time that's what they like to say. Men like to tell women, oh, I just want to date. I'm not really looking for anything serious. They love to tell a woman that because they have other women, but they don't want a woman to have other people that she's seeing. So when you tell them that, oh, I just want to have some friends. I'm just dating right now. I'm not really trying to be serious. When you tell them that, the first thing they want to tell you is, oh, if I'm with somebody, if I'm seeing somebody, she got to only be with me. What? I don't think so. What I look like? This ain't romper room. Mm-mm. And we're not going steady. We're not going steady. This is not high school, bruh. Get somebody else to do that. I want friends. I want options, just like you do. Until I find out the one that's serious, the one that really wanna, lock me down and have me put up, then it's fun. It's fun with all of y'all. Cause I'm not taking you serious. I'm not about to do that. Right, Jazzy. And that's what they want you to do. They want you to take them serious. They want you to be serious so that they can play games with you. And then they be like, well, I told you I wasn't looking for nothing serious. Well, I told you I was. You didn't tell me nothing because I told you I'm not serious. I told you. So either they're going to do one or two things at that point when you say you just want to date. They're going to go on about their business or they're going to try harder to make sure and then they'll try to play that game like, no, pick me, pick me. They'll want to be the pick me, the one that you choose, right? And then start asking, well, are you talking to another guy? Well, what do you guys do? Have you been with somebody else? That is none of your business if I be with somebody else or not. Even if I don't even intend to be with nobody intimately, I'm always going to say, well, don't talk under my skirt. Do not talk under my skirt. Because I'm not asking you what you got going on, so don't ask me. Every time you told a guy that you just want to be friends, they gonna try to lock you down because they want to chase, they want to hunt. Like they don't like being. That's like rejection to them. What do you mean you want to just be friends? Like I just want to date. I just want to date guys. I don't want to. Then they say. Then they say this. This is the one they let us say. That sound like a hoe. Well, then that's what I sound like. That's what I sound like then. Because they need to know they are not the only one. And then you don't got to tell them you celibate. They need to think. They need to think that it could be another guy, it could be somebody else, so they could work harder. They need to work harder. And I have teenagers, and I tell them, no, you need to let them all fight for your love and may the best one win. You don't do this, you don't do that. No. You don't say, well, what you doing this weekend? You don't say none of that. You let them ask you. You're a pretty girl. You always gonna have guys that like you and that's gonna want to come try you. So no. Right, a 304. 304. Jazzy, what you know about a 304? But that's what they try to, act like, you can't have a few people, Um, I like it better that way. I like dating more than I like being in a relationship. I do. Because really, when I was married, I was in love, and I want to be for real in love next time, like it be real and not toxic. But other outside of that, I don't. Like I said, I'm not a high school kid. What do I look like having a boyfriend or some calling somebody my man? No, no. Like we're dating. We're dating. That's what it is. And dating means that you pick me up and you take me out somewhere. And if you do that a few times, maybe it'll be on me. Maybe one time I'll pick you up and treat you. And these guys be like, "Why I gotta take you out? Why I gotta do this?" Then that's an automatic. Okay, halt the brakes. Go on about your business. Bye, bye bye. Because what do you mean? Why do you have to take a woman out? Why do you have to ask her out? Why are you going to pay for her dinner and stuff like that? Like, what do you mean? And why we can't go half? Or I've never been asked that. I've never been approached like that, and I already start talking like I don't respect that. As soon as I meet somebody, I start letting them know, like, oh, if you can't afford it, I start doing that. No, they don't want to court nowadays. They just want a woman to show up, and they don't want to court. They want to be courted. They don't want to court the woman. They want to be courted. They want to ask a woman what she brings to the table. Like, please. Like if I'm bringing something to the table, if I'm bringing, then I need me a woman too. Baby, sorry, I don't even know who raised them. Like, where did they come from? I have 5 girls, and I'm raising up queens. I would feel like a failure if I raised up that kind of man to ask a woman what she brings to the table, or uh, asking her, "Oh, well, what you want to do this weekend, or what you got planned this weekend," instead of coming to her as a man and saying, um, "If you're free this weekend, or next weekend, I would like to take you out. If that's so, if you're up with that," and give the woman the opportunity to say, "Oh, sure," or if she asks, a man should already have a few places already lined up of where he would take a date on the first date, and it could be like, and if she says no, then she's not for you. It could be a picnic. It could be like, well, let's go take a walk. You know, let's go for a walk. Let's plan our day. Like, I don't know how much time you have for me or how much time you would spend, but I would like for us to spend a day getting to know each other. Let's go for a hike, and then let's go. We can change at my place, or we can change at your place, or if you want us go home and change, however you want to do it, then we can go for lunch, get a bite to eat. Then maybe we go to, dancing later. Maybe we go bowling after that. Maybe whatever. Maybe we go sit at the beach. It doesn't have to be hundreds of dollars spent on a first date. You just need to be creative, intentional, and you need to plan something and knock her socks off. You need to spend time getting to know her, because I'm a cheap date. I'm a cheap date. We can go drive around in the car and you're in the city. Hold on for me, guys. Yeah, so I'm a real cheap date. At the beginning, like I'm not a cheap thrill, right? Because when we're getting to know each other, we are getting to know each other. I would love nothing more than to just sit at the park because I love being outside. Even though outside don't like me and my allergies be acting up. I love being outside at the park. I love going to the beach and watching the waves roll in. I would love to do that. Just sit there and chill and vibe. I don't drink anymore, but when I used to drink, we have a drink on the beach. We could just talk and chill and laugh and really get to know each other, or drive around the city and laugh and play some R&B, some rap, whatever you like to listen to. Play me something I never heard before. Those would be the best dates, just driving around, because you just like really getting to know him, and he's really just spending quality time with you, right? Going to a restaurant, that's like, for me, going to going to a restaurant is like something that you do once you know him already. Cause I don't want to eat in front of you anyway. I don't know you like that to be dropping food and getting food on my lips and stuff like that. I don't know you like that to eat in front of you. Like, let's get to know each other. Eating in front of somebody that you just met is just as intimate as kissing them. Right or wrong. I wanna I wanna just I'm not ready to be myself with you yet. I wanna sit there and be cute and act like I'm somebody I'm not for the first couple of dates. And then after we sorted that all out, then you know, because if I'm eating with you, then we probably did the do. So you probably done did whatever and seen whatever anyway. So, but before then, let's just chill. Let's just hang out and chill. Um, let's do fun stuff together. Let's get to know each other, and we don't have to do things that cost a lot of money. I'm not that type of person that, oh, if you spend money on me, you don't got a trick on me because I'm not a 304. I'm not. But if we are in a relationship, then yes, I do require nice gifts on my birthday. I do require nice gifts for Christmas. I do require you to take me out places and have something planned for us to do. I do require that. I do require that we spend time together. And you're asking me, well, what are we doing this weekend? Like, it shouldn't be, oh, are we going to see each other? No, it's automatic if we're that close, right? If we're intimate, then no, I'm with you this weekend. What are we doing? Yeah, let's just be chill, Jazzy. Like, let's just, you know. And if I'm seeing a couple of other people anyway, then, like, we'll see who can be the most creative, who's bringing roses, um, who's calling me the most, who's texting me the most, who's really interested. Because, you know, I know people have their own lives, but you can tell who's really, really interested in you and who's not just by their actions. You can tell if they just want one thing or if they just really want to be around. Are they a problem solver? Or are they there to listen? Um, do they really want to be involved in your life? And I feel like a woman doesn't have to ask a man if he wants her, if he loves her, if he's seeing somebody else. You know. You know. And if you don't know, then you shouldn't be dating. You got some growing up to do. And you definitely shouldn't be giving it up to nobody if you don't know. Because that's when women, I absolutely hate when women say, well, some men lie, some men don't show up as themselves. And okay, well, probably if you didn't give it up, you would have seen who he was. Probably if you tested him out and gave him a few opportunities, he probably was already showing you and giving you signs, and you just refused to see him. But yes. So y'all, I done talked enough for the day. Jazzy, thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate that. You too, Butterfly. You probably are long gone. Probably fall asleep. Um, Fall asleep with thanks for falling asleep with Charity. Cause I'm about to go to sleep. Yeah, moving too fast, Jazzy. Moving too fast. Um, but this made me want to have like a girl talk, like another. I don't know. We should do another pajama party or something, like a girl talk though. I don't know if we should have the guys there. I don't know, like if we should have them on the panel or nothing. But I think we should definitely have like a girls talk, like what you wanted to do tonight. Like we could just really like, I don't know, really get in there and talk. Um, Let me know. Um, and we could all bring like other people in to like have like, I think so, like a girl talk. Should I plan it for like not this week, but should I plan it for next week? Like pajama party part two, girl talk. Um, or should we do it for the end of summer? Is it too soon? Because we got them going with the panels. Everybody want to do panels now and all that. I really was on to something with that, and I feel like we really needed to do it again. But I feel like when we do it, we need to really promote it heavily, so that um, we can both benefit on our channels. Like we can both maximize those hours, and we can keep it going. Like we can start from 6 until, because it'll be 9 where you're at, and um, we can play games. I don't know if we want to play games or what. If we're doing it for what Saturday? Not for this Saturday. It doesn't have to be a set date. We can just plan it. This Saturday, I won't be available. It's my daughter's birthday, so I won't be available this week. Next Saturday, um, I don't have anything planned. For next Saturday, you're saying? Not this Saturday, but next Saturday, you won't be available. What's next Saturday? This Saturday is the 19th, the 26th, and then the next following Saturday will be in August. So just let me know. I'll email you. I'll email you, and you can make your own flyer if you want to. And then I'll make up my own flyer, and we could just really, like, let's promote it heavily, like, heavily, so we can have hundreds of people in there, right? Like, let's get monetized. Like, let's promote this thing heavily. Like, we can even do it, like, promote it for like 3 weeks, and then, like, get it really heavily promoted, and, like, really have, like, something going on major. Like, we'll give away a prize. Um, Yeah, we no, we're gonna make this shake. Like we need 1,000 hours from this one. We gonna, cause the last one was real good, but no, let's make this really go. Let's make this really go. Let's make sure we know who's gonna be on there with us, who's gonna be on the panel, um, who might be the maybes. We want talkers. We want jokesters. We want laughers. We want to have it turned up. We want to be a little risque. We want to be a little naughty, and like have some better games, because we did never have I ever, but I'm gonna look into some games, and we'll do the games, and have there be like, a winner. You come up with some stuff and I'll come up with some stuff, and let's promote it for 3 weeks, and do it like that. And then, like I said, we want it to be where we're gonna get, because if we're gonna be cutting up on here and being a little and doing some stuff, then we want to get some hours out of it. But thanks for tuning in. Have a good night, Jazzy. Sleep tight, and God bless.